Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This is going to be the ultimate best meta build for Valerie this time. I have already made for sure on January Tyrone, and I have one for Samuel and Joe. I'm not sure if I posted those yet, but anyway, let's go over Valerie today. And you can see right there, she's on the left side there. She's good for support and healing, so that's the type of character she is. Now, this is the build we're gonna be running. Let me just go over why. Uh, Val is definitely like the most meta character in the game, so you gotta have a Val, I would say. She's like pretty much top one character, and Jen would be like top two, I would say. But let's get into the equipment. So you want to be running pharmacy. Well, actually, let me go with the skills first, right? Because then you understand why the equipments are there. The first skill is like on the modify first aid spray is going to be the remedy, which is heals nearby teammates from injuries and also infections. So this has a lower cooldown, the spray gun, but it doesn't cure infection. So for that's the reason why if you're playing like an Alex or something, this will help you like a ton. The fact that heals the infection, so this is why it's better and more meta than actually using the spray gun. Okay, even though it does recharge faster. Now the enhancing one could be a good option too. I'm kind of in doubt here. You guys could test it out, but I would say like the meta is probably just go with this. Like really, that's why wouldn't you? But this is definitely a very close option, the enhancing one, because you will see with the equipments. And once I show you guys the gameplay of the matches, is that usually you get enough herbs from killing the creatures that you don't actually need to be running this for particularly getting rid of infection, because you're already getting so many blue herbs from the map and things like that. Usually, it's not that necessary that you actually heal yourself using the power, instead of an herb. But anyway, it's just an option. I think it's good to have it, so probably the most meta, I would say. So, but if you feel like you're getting so many blue herbs with this build, you could probably use this instead, which is the enhancing version, which not only gives you the yellow effect, which is pretty key to the build, as you'll see, but it also helps your teammates as well, because they're also getting the blue over effect, so they'll take less damage and do more damage, which is always a good thing. But I'll say first option, definitely the infection, okay? Now, as far as the marking, we're going to be using creatures, and this is going to combo. This is increase the damage by 20%. This also works on biocores, so it's really bioweapons as well, and biocores. Everything just that's marked is like 20% more damage. This is a big deal. 20% is like using a level 3 iron nails, level 3 FMJ for increased ammo gun damage. It's pretty much like using one of those equipments when you have this one and they're marked. Um, so and this is for out the whole team, not just you. It's just, you and the entire team does more damage to whatever is marked. So it's pretty OP. In that way, considering it only recharges in 30 seconds as well. So we're gonna be using that for that reason. Creatures. On the biohim, I guess that would be the pronunciation. Biohim expertise. We're gonna biochem. I think it's biochem. Biochem expertise. We're gonna be using yellow boost for the increases the effect of the yellow herbs. This is pretty much meta for her. A good vaccine is also a good option, a very good option, the second option, because if you're playing an Alex especially, it's gonna help your team tremendously for the infection, which infection is meta, so technically vaccine would be very good. But the only thing I think yellow boost is better is because it allows you to stay alive longer because you're gonna take less damage from the yellow herb, and you're the one that needs to be alive, to kill to be able to heal the others. You're the most important like player in the match. So it's really key that people are not down all the time, so that you can keep the objective going. Because like I mentioned in all my videos, is by the best pressure the mastermind can gain is by downing someone, because then it forces someone else to go heal them, and then he can build pressure on top of that heal that's happening and all that. So especially if he's using guns. So like if you're playing Nicola or something like that, you want to get people like up fast. So he doesn't take more time off of you from downing someone, Especially when someone dies as well, you lose 30 seconds is a big deal. Um, so definitely either the yellow boost or the vaccine. However, the vaccine is kind of random in the sense like, what if you're playing kill that there's no infection, Then you're essentially just wasted your slot here. So for that reason, I think the yellow boost is the first option, just because it's gonna help you on any match regardless. Whereas this is just very specific, and you might not even use it depending on the mastermind. Like if you're playing a Nikolai, it's gonna be a complete waste, for example. So for that reason, this is number one option. But second option meta here is for sure be the vaccine if you want to play around with that. And you're gonna see with the equipment why this is also good. The yellow boost. And also this, not just for the bio cores and everything that use this for marking creatures, but also to combo with this, which is a surplus, because you're gonna be killing creatures and you're gonna be getting grenades from it. So for that reason, we're gonna have that extra gem so that we can kill them faster, so we can also get more grenades from it. You know, this is definitely the best option here, I would say. This Black Towers does not increase, and again, like the meta is really not killing the creatures, is really just ignoring them. The objective is really the meta and avoiding infection, really, and you know, pretty much just rushing as fast as you can. You definitely, that's how you win the game most of the time. But yeah, we're gonna be using surplus because in case we get a mastermind using creatures, we can get flashbangs. We can get use flashbangs on the buy weapons themselves. You know, it's like so overpowered. The mastermind can like fill a room with creatures, and you just throw a single flashbang from this, and it stuns all the zombies. You can do the objective and get out before they even leave the stun. So it's very overpowered. So that's why you want to have this one, because especially if you're playing on net, you know Daniel, you know they're gonna be using creatures, or Spencer. You know you're gonna be having a lot of grenades for you and your team. So very overpowered. Definitely want to use that, and that would be meta for those reasons. You can also save teammates with flashbangs. And by the way, I'm not like 100% sure, but I'm kind of certain that this works for your teammates as well. So it's not like, because it said increases the possibility to drop grenades, but that's kind of like not just for you, for your entire team. So every kill in general that happens on the map, there's a chance of dropping grenades. So you know this is kind of huge. As you can imagine, since it's not only your kills in particular. For this one, it might be, but let's go to the equipment. But this, for example, this I know for sure is not for you. This how it influences the entire team. The increased drops of rate herbs, which is going to be using here Pharmacy 101. And we're going to be using the smartwatch. The smartwatch gives the same bonus as this one regarding the herbs, but we also get the bonus of the increased money as well, which is obviously very good for you and your entire team. By the way, the thing about picking up the money, it only works if you're the one picking up, okay? Because you're the one that's using the smartwatch. So if your teammate grabs this, it's not gonna give him extra money. To get the extra money, you're the one that the equipment has to get it, okay? However, the bonus of you grabbing it does apply to your teammates as well, not just for you. Okay, so it's a universal thing. However, you're the one that has to be picking it up so that the effect applies of increased amount. Okay. And combining these two, I think you get like 20% chance of total or something like that for dropping herbs. Whenever, and this is for like literally any creature in the map that dies, there's like a 20% chance of dropping an herb. And this is all types of herbs. It's like yellows as well, which again, it's gonna combo with this. You know, that's why we're using this, so we can get the yellows. But also, it gives you a lot of blue herbs, and especially the green herbs, I think probably the ones that drop more frequently. So essentially, it also helps your economy in the sense that not only you're picking up more money, but you usually do not have to spend on the chest for buying herbs, because you're already getting so many from killing the creatures. So this is, you know, and again, this is for every creature that's killed, so your teammates are also going to be getting more herbs in general. I really want to test this out, but like I want to see how it looks like if all four survivors are using this combo here. It would probably be literally like getting like a nerve every single kill. It would be pretty overpowered. It would be kind of funny too. But yeah, for those reasons, especially for getting the yellow herbs from the kills, that's why we're gonna be using this. And you see, it all combos here together with the kills. You're getting. By the way, you can actually get at the same time a grenade and a herb from killing a single creature. So they do not like stop one of the other. You actually have both working at the same time all the time. So you can literally, like one time I killed a dog, like just a dog, a single dog, and it gave me a grenade, a flashbang, and a like a green herb, for example. So you can it's pretty overpowered. Like you can imagine, like you're gonna get so much of this during the match. And I'll show you guys in the gameplay. You'll be able to see how much of a difference this make. Now, this is like not 100% necessary, like to use both, but I did notice a difference. Like you could use maybe, I don't know, like a mixtape or whatever you want here, something else, for example. But I did notice a considerable difference when I was using two rather than one. So that's why I would recommend using two. I think meta would be running two is better, because I did notice a difference when I was using just one and two. Two, you know, way better. So you're gonna get a lot of herbs. Now moving down here, we're gonna be using supplements to combo with this as well, with the yellow boost from the passive there. I'm not sure how much it increases, but maybe it's 20%, something like 30% maybe for using this equipment on top of the increase you're already getting from this. Uh, So yeah, it's quite a big deal. Like this increases your damage, but also reduces the damage you're taking. This is important, especially when there's a a buy weapon on the map, because again, like I mentioned, Val is actually very important that she's the one that's always up and she's never down because she's the one that's kind of responsible for picking the others up, you know. So you want her to be up, and this is gonna help you do that, especially if you have the yellow herb effect. It's like almost impossible to down you if you're using the supplements plus this guy. And finally, that brings me to the final. And again, remember you're doing more damage as well. So on the core and things like that, everything is you're gonna increase your damage on top of what you're already marking here with the extra 20%. Now this is kind of in a way optional, but I like to use the spray because sprays are so overpowered. This is mostly for when, like, let's say you just use your power here and you're still on recharge, but you got to heal someone up. That's when you're gonna pick the spray, you know. Or if you don't want to do that, you could just drop this to your teammates so they can use the spray on you in case you happen to go down. Because again, you're the value, you're the one that needs to be up. So you could be used that way. It's really overpowered. Sprays in general. So first aid spray would be the final fourth equipment here. Now again, if you don't want to use a spray, I would recommend using instead the where is it? The steroids here, because then you still get a moderately increase on the effect buffing, which is be level 2 of this, and you also get increased healing. So using an herb will heal you more health than normal. And with these two combined, you're already like pretty much immortal. Not gonna lie, like even a nemesis like shooting you with the rocket launcher will not kill you if you're full health. So that's quite a big deal. It will be very hard to down you once you have the yellow herb effect. And again, each one of these is also increasing your damage, not just reducing your damage. So yeah, either use steroids here or go for the where is it? Where is it? The spray it's right here on the resources. Yes, there you go. So you can heal your teammates because again it's pretty important, or they can use it to heal you. I rather go to spray honestly because you're already like not gonna die from nemesis using just the level 4 here. You're gonna take big damage, but you're not gonna die, which is just important. You can just heal yourself after with the green herb, so it's not a big deal. But if you just want to go that extra mile, then yeah, use the you can try using the steroids there, and that would be the build, guys, the equipment and the skills. Now let's go to some gameplay, and you'll be able to see how much these two affect the game. Okay, and I think that was the match as well that I recorded. You're gonna see the spray coming into action as well, how saving the match and whatnot. And yeah, see you guys there. Okay, guys, so here are the games. This first one is against the Daniel. I think he's Japanese. It's Area 3 was pretty bad, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm actually playing on a squad here, so you might hear some other voices. I'm not sure if their mics were allowed on the recording. If they are, you'll probably hear some voices. If not, I would just normally just talk over it. And you see right there already, this one I'm using the spray and all that. That's would be my main build, definitely with the spray there. I like to buy the Matilda because the reticle focuses faster, so that would be my weapon of choice. And especially with the increased damage of the marking and the yellow herb, you're already gonna be like two-shotting the zombies, like three-shotting, two-shottings, especially with the supplements there. So with the Matilda, but that's when the reticle is fully focused, so that's why I'm using the Matilda. Every shot is gonna do like 1,000 or something like that, So with the reticle focus, so especially a headshot. So that's why I like to use this combo. You see, like right there, 1,000. It's pretty easy to kill the creatures this way. As the Val alone,
Bro, look
right?
at how many items.
You actually become somewhat of a killer, kind of like a Becca would. And you see, we're moving together
No, I
here.
have the surplus and the 2 books there, so and the watch. So
And
sometimes I kill one creature and it gives me grenades and like herbs at the same time.
yeah, it does seems like
It's pretty broken.
their mics were not allowed on the recording. So I'll just commentate on moments where I'm not actually talking, so you guys can have a better clue of what we're talking about. So like I mentioned with Daniel, so it seems like he's not using knockback here, or yeah, no, maybe he
Nice
is
shot.
using the no knockback. That's very dangerous. I'm very
He
surprised
got
that
you both, but he didn't get me
yeah, I was
somehow.
really surprised that mine didn't hit me. I guess there's a limit
I think
maybe to how
is
many
Violet
survivors it can
muted?
teleport. So yeah, guys, I will just step in to make some important commentaries, and I'll just let you watch the game and hear what we were talking inside. Meanwhile,
It didn't get me somehow. That's pretty weird.
So you see here the marking. And again, it's like pretty much 2 shots, you know. And right there you see the green herbs. Just keep notice how many herbs we're
Bro,
gonna
I
be
really
getting.
wonder how this looks if like all the survivors are using the watch and the book for getting herbs. It must be pretty stupid. Like literally every kill you get an herb.
This little corner here, you see there's an herb there. Usually there's always an herb there that spawns in a little locker. I'm not sure if most people know that. You see we got a yellow you're also getting those from the map, of course, as well. On top of the ones you're already getting from the killing the
You need a
zombies.
blue. Stay together.
And keep in mind as well, the marking increases the damage for a melee as well. It's just not for shooting. So meleeing is also viable with Val if you want to try that. Like in this case, I'm
I'm
really
gonna
just,
go with my stick.
I'm kind of just trolling a little bit with the stick, but you know, it also
I like to save ammo. Okay.
saves me ammo by killing them with the melee. At least 2 of them they are talking back to me, but you guys cannot hear them on the recordings. They have to like allow their voices to be sure.
I don't have any more blue stuff.
You see, take note how many herbs I have in my inventory. Because you with the sum of what you get from the map plus the kills.
Gut gemacht, Daniel. Vielen Dank, Daniel. Ganz toll gespielt.
Das wird dir gefallen.
Manchmal ist es einfacher, die Dinge selbst in die Hand zu nehmen. Ihr versteht schon.
Yeah, he's not using knockback. Seems he's using the invincibility passive there for the zombie.
Wenn ihr überlebt, melde ich euch zum
And you see she used the flashbang. I bet you that flashbang she got from killing the creature, which is because of my passive skill, the surplus. So you see right there how it's already like making a difference.
You wanna kill him? Let's kill him.
Ich habe ein Erste-Hilfe-Set für dich.
So see what I mean? Like I use the
Oh, that was
spray
laggy. I
to
was so far and it still hit me. Ah man. Oh, thanks for that.
I use the spray to stop people from
I
going
can
down
heal
there.
her. I have a spray. Don't worry.
But now I cannot
just
use it
need him
again
to
to pick
get
her up. So this is
away.
when the spray comes into play. Obviously my teammates could also have a spray, but you see what I mean there.
Das war knapp.
Like she would totally die if I didn't have a spray there, and we would
have a
lose a lot of time there
flashbang.
too.
Kein Problem für mich. Nein.
I have a
Es
flashbang.
bedeutet nur, dass euer Tod langsamer sein wird.
Kein Problem. Neuer Versuch.
Take note as well that I did not buy that flashbang. I actually got it from
Nächstes Mal klappt
you know
Jetzt fast
the
erwischt.
creatures.
Danke.
I did not buy that from the chest.
Beim nächsten Mal kriegst du es sicher hin. Danke. Hast was gut bei mir. Oh je.
You saw right there the blue. That was a drop from a kill.
Is that the Infinite Mr. X build or? I don't think so, right? Wait, yeah, I think it probably should because I don't think he would be able to get it on Area 1 like that.
Bravo! Lasst uns sehen, wie weit ihr noch kommt.
Hecke. Da hast du's.
I'm gonna drop a flashbang, you guys pick it up. I have more
Das ist
than one
keine
actually.
sehr effiziente Art, euer Leben zu beenden. Aber Befehl ist
And you see, I do have like quite a bit of money. That's also because of the smartwatch that increases how much money I pick up specifically, right? So ideally, like if you're playing a squad, ideally you should be the one, you know, picking the money. All of them. You know, your teammates can just like give you the location, but you're the one that picks up, because then the bonus would apply to them as well. So you know, the increased bonus that I get from the money will, because when you pick up a money, your whole team gets that money, you know. So if you're increasing the amount you gain, it's also increasing for your teammates the amount they're gaining. But again, you're the one using the equipment. You're the one who has to be picking it up to get the bonus.
Meistens.
And again, see how many yours. I mean,
Bro, so many items.
and we got a
Manchmal
flashbang
ist
there
es
too.
einfacher, die Dinge selbst in die Hand zu nehmen.
Das war
Ihr
dumm.
versteht schon.
You got one shot it.
Now this is something I need to work a little bit more. Is really my yellow herb management. I usually end up forgetting to use my yellow herbs, but
Keinen Schmerz.
you know, I guess I don't bleed out that often. I don't know, but I need to something I personally need to get better. But you know, you can tell I have a lot of yellow herbs. I could be using them pretty much all the time here if I wanted to.
Ganz toll
I
gespielt.
just mostly forget, I guess. I'm too focused on the creatures. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's crazy, and I'm the only one using it, man. Like, I'm like, I mean, the only one using the equipment for it. And I'm getting grenades too. I don't know about you guys.
Sehen wir uns das mal an.
I think there's a flashbang there, cause there's a lot of zombies there.
Gut gemacht, Daniel. Vielen Dank, Daniel. Ganz toll gespielt. Mehr war nicht drin? Dann nehmt den Schlüssel. Weiter zum nächsten Bereich.
There he goes. I have a
See, right
flashbang
now,
again.
this is like the perfect moment to be using my yellow herb, but I'm not using it because I just forget that I have it, pretty much.
He blocked it.
But that's just me. Like you guys, you know, you can tell like you can do better here.
That trap actually helped.
Mir ist echt nicht so gut.
Das ist keine sehr effiziente Art, euer Leben zu beenden. Aber Befehl ist Befehl.
Dude, look at how many items, bro. I fucking can't get over it.
Ja, schon besser. Das wird dir gefallen. Schau mal, ich mach die Kamera aus. Magazin leer.
GG. Trap, 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 trap.
So viele von euch übrig? Mehr Essen für die Untoten hier. Wir haben sie hungern lassen. Nur für alle Fälle.
Sehen wir uns das mal an. Nicht mal nah dran. Weg mit der Kamera.
Lightning Hawk? Really? Expensive as fuck and it wastes so much ammo.
Sehr gut. Dieser Tag ist interessanter als
Yeah, I think the shotgun is better. I mean, that's five bullets per shot. Like, what do you need that for?
Ich werde ungern beobachtet.
See here, I usually like to buy the hammer just so I can help with the
Well,
core.
I can buy 2 more flashbangs,
The
but I don't have
sledgehammer.
the money for it. He's using the
Keine Money.
quad traps. Yeah. There's a lot of zombies here. It's
Das
laggy.
ist keine sehr effiziente Art, euer Leben
If you don't know the couch drops there, you just don't. You only take the damage if you're actually running on top of them. So if you just walk, you take no damage.
Alle Gegner werden vernichtet. Oh, hey, wo kam das denn her?
You see, in this case, the game is actually dropping a lot of green herbs, but usually, sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes you get a lot of blue herbs. It's kind of random, but you do get both, you know, from the drops. But in this match in particular, I was getting a lot of the
Yo, I got it by myself too. What's
green
that?
ones.
You see that?
Oh, könnte ruhig
I think it's because I used the herb earlier and you only counted right now. I don't know.
Pass doch auf! Geht's allen besser? Was war das denn? Nicht gerade Idee. Pass doch auf!
Er spürt keinen Schmerz. Die perfekte Maschine für den Job.
Can't do anything. There's like 20 seconds like pretty much.
Wir wollten euch damit nur ärgern, wisst ihr? Wir hätten nicht gedacht, dass ihr sie kriegt.
Schau mal, ich mach die Kamera aus.
And you see how many items there. There's some herbs there too. Yes.
Hecke.
Wah, wah.
I'm like moonwalking, not gonna literally. Yeah. Pretty cool actually.
Meins, meins, meins. Haha, scheiß auf euch. Manchmal ist es einfacher, die Dinge selbst in die Hand zu nehmen. Ihr versteht schon.
I never seen this moonwalking thing happen before. It's pretty cool.
Guck dir das an.
Seht ihr, wozu ihr mich gezwungen habt? Egal. Es werden noch viele weitere Blutlachen folgen.
To me, he's just standing still.
Gut.
No, he teleported.
Meins, meins, meins. Haha, scheiß auf euch.
I wonder how it looks for him on
Ich
his
könnte euch
screen.
gehen lassen. Könnte. Werde aber nicht.
Also yeah, that was match one. You can tell it got pretty unplayable there. But let's move on to the second one. So we have an Annette here. Obviously, the build is going to work the best against Annette and Daniel because they have creatures, so you're going to be making the most out of the surplus and the the green herb effect for the equipments, the pharmacy, I guess, and the smartwatch. However, this is also very good against Nikolai because, like I mentioned, because of the yellow herb effect, like you can survive Nemesis. You can do all kinds of stuff. It would be very hard for guns to down you. In general, it just helps you with really any mastermind.
Ihr Tod wird als weiterer Beweis dienen.
Verschlossen. Mist.
Diese Forschung und ihre Nebenprodukte sind einfach zu gefährlich.
And see, now they're marked, so I have the effect of the herb plus the 20% of the marking on them.
Für sich genommen nicht tödlich, aber es gibt mir Zeit.
Das wird dir
And
gefallen.
you see, just from that interaction, I got like 2 extra green herbs, and now I'm getting even more from the map here.
Bestialisch. Aber für diese Aufgabe reicht es.
And that's just me, like my teammates could also be picking some up that I'm not actually being able to see, but it's possible they're actually picking some before I get there.
Munition alle!
Das muss ich selbst erledigen.
Was? Muni leer!
Hier muss es doch was Nützliches geben.
You see, they're pretty much a 2-shot with the 1000 damage. Crazy kills.
Diese Kreaturen hätten nie entstehen dürfen. Immerhin sind sie
Like right here, we're not actually playing too serious, but like you should totally ignore the zombies in a situation like this instead of just killing them like this. Just like go to the door and where are they getting up? You don't have to kill them. They're really just like kind of obstacles. You don't have to like I mentioned, I think on another video, they're like walls, you know, they're like obstacles, but you don't have to like break the wall necessarily. You can just jump over it if that's a possibility, you know. It's much smarter and takes less work and less time to jump over the
Jetzt
wall
wird
than it would
es
be to destroy it.
leichter, es zu beenden.
You know, by destroying it, which would be stopping and killing the creatures, you're just wasting time, resources. You know, it's not as meta playing this way. In this case, she's using ambush as well, so you have to respect
Machen Sie Ihren
the
Frieden.
door there, otherwise she gets a free grab.
Vielleicht kann ich was finden.
And I'm just like, you know, during this wait time, I'm just actually killing the creatures so we can get more items out of it.
Jo, siehst du.
I hate when this happens. Like I shoot them, but they don't leave, they don't stop the grab, even though like I'm headshotting them. But like when I'm the one playing Mastermind, like a single shot always like breaks my creature away. It's really annoying.
Wenn's hier ist, finde ich's.
Sie bringen die Menschheit durch ihr Handeln nur in größere Gefahr. Wir schätzen das Sehvermögen erst, wenn es
Keinen
fort
Spaß
ist.
gemacht.
Das übernehme ich selbst.
Vielleicht kann ich was finden.
Ich bin überrascht. Ich hatte mit mehr Widerstand gerechnet.
That M up is definitely a fail.
Sehen wir uns das
Now
mal an.
you cannot tell, but I have a little issue with my analog stick here, my left one. Like when I press the R2, the L2 to aim the weapon, she actually walks forward by itself. That's like a problem with the controller, but some I kind of have to push back a little bit, otherwise she keeps moving forward by itself, and I cannot focus the reticle. She keeps like strafing forward, you know.
Sie müssen nicht kämpfen. Danke, dass ich das hier eingrenzen kann.
But yeah, guys, that's really just a second match. I just really wanted to show the effect of the yellow orbs effect with this guy. I couldn't really record a game where he came to play a lot the supplements there against the nemesis or something like that. Just didn't happen. But I hopefully I could showcase like the core of the build so you guys can see here. I'll definitely be posting a match though that I played against the squad. Again, I was the Nikolai, and they had a Val that was using the supplements like I mentioned, and you'll see how she was able to survive my nemesis, and that really changed the game. So yeah, look forward for that game if you want to see a better example of the supplements in action regarding you staying alive as well. But in this footage particular, again, I was able to show most of what I wanted to regarding the build.
Ich habe ein
So
Halsspray bereit.
hopefully you guys can see that as well, and how much it helps the team win,
Ich muss noch
and
viel tun.
how much that
Aber
has made them.
danke,
And
dass Sie
yeah,
es mir
that'll
leicht
pretty much the
gemacht
video,
haben.
and I'll see you guys in the next one. I think I'll do maybe
Du kannst
Samuel,
mir
I don't know
helfen.
the other, but I already have pretty much everyone recorded. I just gotta post it in. So I'll see you guys there. Take care.